Hey everyone, welcome back, and we are going to finish this explore, and that'll bring us straight into our next thing, which is going to be tutoring or instruction. I'm not going to do any of this because I will teach you guys what to do. So, group tasks. Group tasks are a lot of freebies, basically. So normally we would target. Basically, this will teach you all of the specific movement types. So we're gonna go stable duty. Who are people that need writing? Are Leonie and Marianne, and Marianne's exceptionally good with it. If we were gonna use Lorenz, we'd probably use Lorenz and Marianne. But Leonie and Marianne will be friends, hopefully later down the line, and they both need this training. They both want this training, so we're gonna give it to them. And then we will manually instruct. We have two people at full here, so we're going to do them first. And then we'll target someone who might need the instruction specifically. Probably Lysithia, because the faster we can get her faith up, the faster we can have her do heals, which is just bonus experience. So we'll start with Marianne. She needs quadruple trainings in Lance 3 times in order to get her budding talent. So we will do that for now. Also, every time you get a great and perfect, you get supports up, so of course it isn't always going to be consistent when we land our supports, and that's just because there's a little bit of RNG in this game, about every single step. We are getting real lucky here.
Oh, I'll try to get the next one.
So she got 1 star there. So you basically have to train her 12 times in order for her to get her budding talent. And we got a ton of support with her too. So we now have an E in Lance. We're trying to get her to C. And then Hilda. Hilda is a weird exception to having to train doubles on everyone. With Hilda, all she really wants is you're going to incorporate flying into her skill goals. But we really just need to focus down Axe. Really, that's all she really wants. Is she wants Axe and she wants flying, and authority is nice, but she's naturally not good at authority, so it's just going to take longer to do it. You can go the whole armored route, but like I said before, it's kind of meh. Yeah, so we can beeline her Axe training.
Yeah, who's the best? I'm the best.
So I'm only gonna show those audio logs once. And that's because you're going to be hearing it a lot throughout this playthrough. So she just got a lot of Axe training. And then we will probably target Claude's good, Raphael's fine, Lysithia. Let's give her more faith. She needs faith. So not great. And then let's assign our goals. So, authority and bow's fine. We can probably keep them there. You know what? No, let's go. Let's keep him in bow and authority, because flying is something he wants. You actually don't have to train him in flying because he's naturally just gonna have a flying class. But there's some good skills in flying that he could use. We're not going to go with that, though. If I was to target Lorenz, I would just do nothing but reason. You can go reason authority, but I would just go with that. Raphael's perfect where he is. If I'm the target, Ignatz, sword and bow's perfectly fine, though I would probably just for the time being go with sword because we want to get him into like the mercenary class as soon as possible. Lysithia is going to be reason and faith. We can just beeline Faith right now, too, if you really want to, because she's going to be having plenty of uses of Reason in, like, the next couple of maps. So why don't we actually just do Faith and None, and that way she's getting double the Faith. And then she is got to get off of that as soon as possible, And we'll let the writing, because she's getting group tasks right now, so she's naturally going to be getting writing. So we don't have to worry about that. And also, she doesn't even need her writing until, her writing skill isn't going to come into effect until about level 30, because that's master, her writing's specifically only for the master class. So we're going to go with Lance and Faith. Hilda, literally just want an axe. We'll raise her axe as fast as possible. You know what? No. We'll go, we'll just go axe. I'm double thinking myself. So Leonie's a weird character because she can go both lance and bow pretty effectively. And in fact, we're going to partially use her with bow for a little bit in like the upcoming missions. But for long term, we want her to be lance and writing. And with that, we'll be done. So we're going to begin our lecture. So these are student questions. I have posted at the bottom of the playthroughs. All of the playthroughs will have them. They'll have student questions, the tea party answers, and literally every single dialogue question in the game. So I don't know all these off the top of my head because there's a ton of them. And they're completely random every single time we play. So I'm going to personally look this up because you need to hit these. Not only will it increase motivation, but what's most important is that it gives you a ton of professor experience. So I would recommend you look these up. You do not want to miss out on these. You might be right, you should be careful. That doesn't sound like something a professor should probably say because she's probably wrong, but that is what she wants to hear. So as you'll see, we're going to get a ton of professor experience. And then we'll be able to get our 3rd level by the next week with a seminar. And we'll get into seminars probably next episode.
Okay, I'm good to go. Good enough, Professor?
No, we only got a good. Smithing stones received 500 gold. Okay, cool. Nice. So we already got some pretty good levels going on here. And with that, it's going to force us into a birthday and then a battle scenario. It's Raphael's birthday. So I'm just going to spend the 200 gold because gold isn't too big of a problem in this game. You're not in the poorhouse that much. But you don't have to spend this on him since he's already in our class. And now we have to do a battle. No, we're not going to be playing online. So, practice battle. If you're playing online, you're just going to get a bunch of bonus items and durability stuff. So, pretty much if you're playing online, then you're just going to have bonus gold is what I would essentially look at it. I'm super panicking because, like, at any moment, my girlfriend could go popping through that door. And then I'm going to have to do an awkward edit. But we'll see how this works.
Battle, so students can learn how to take command. Oh, that concept may be new to a loner mercenary like you, AT. Want me to explain the basics?
No. So, let's talk about units. Like I said, we have 7 units we have 9 units that we need to distribute experience between. And right now we have we have 4 on level 1. So, what we can do here is, this is what I recommend if you're brand new to the game, or if this is your first time on hard difficulty, I'd recommend you pick 2 students to drop out. And these are going to be students that, I mean, you can later on incorporate them into missions and try to attempt to give them, like, last hits. And we can definitely do that later. There's specifically a couple missions where you can force an archer into a corner and then just have the weaker guys beat them up, and they'll get a ton of experience and weapon experience from it. But for my personal taste for this playthrough, these 2 are just going to be dropped from the squad altogether. And this isn't to say they have their pluses. Ignatz can definitely make for a serviceable assassin, and Lorenz can make for one of the best Dark Knights in the game. But for the purpose of this playthrough, we're going to drop these 2 from the squad. Let's take a look at items. So he has the leather shield and the steel sword to slow him down, which is exactly what we want, because we want to bait enemies into getting massively chunked by him. Hilda is going to be fine with just that. Oh, we could definitely go about doing that. You can use the marketplace from here, and here's another thing we can do, is we are going to buy a pair of gauntlets for Teach here. Oh, the question is, do we want the training or those? We're gonna go with iron.
Thanks a bunch.
So the reason why is because we need to start training up his gauntlets, because he has to be at least at a D+. Let's sort that. I'm fine with you holding vulneraries. I'm fine with all these people holding this. Training bow, cool. Iron gauntlets and axe. Lance. We can probably drop the lance on you because you don't need it, and you won't need that, and you won't need that or that. So that means we can actually move an iron bow to him just in case in the future. Alright, now let's look at unit placement. Okay, I like this placement. We'll go like that. Okay. Let's always save your game before battles in case something goes horribly wrong. And let's actually, since we're at 11 minutes, and if I do this, we'll be at a 30-minute video, this will be a double upload day. So, thank you guys for watching. This was unit preparation and our first instruction. We will continue this battle in the next episode, and it will be a double feature, I promise. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.